Hello there guys, this is Nicholas Morrison at Forbes Waterloo Toyota. I'm here with another video of a vehicle on our lineup. This is the 2025 Crown Signia. Thank you very much for watching our video here, guys. Whether you're searching for a new vehicle, a pre-owned, whether you're after something sporty like a GR Corolla or an electric vehicle, come on down to Forbes Waterloo Toyota. The best experience of purchasing a new vehicle. Get in these new vehicles, try them for yourself, see how they drive, ask lots of questions. And I wanted to thank you very much for watching our video. If you mention this video, you'll get a great new incentive on your vehicle, on your purchase. So thank you very much for watching Forbes Waterloo Toyota's video. This was a brand new vehicle in 2025, and it's got a ton to offer, brand new to our lineup. This is something that's replacing the Venza in that luxury, more ride-based 5-seat vehicle. We'll start right up front. Like I said, there's a lot that's new with this one. So the Venza is what we had in previous model years. It went through some trials and tribulations throughout the world. You might have seen it. It got discontinued in the States, got brought back to Canada, different stuff like that. The Crown is a name that they've had in Japan for quite a few years. We've had the sedan here since 23. And then now in 25, they're bringing us the second one. So this is the Crown Signia. Right away, it got our new Toyota hybrid system. So it's the same that's in a lot of our new vehicles. Extremely fuel efficient, much more so than what's in the RAV and some of those previous gens. So this is 5th generation hybrid, which is really nice. It's very smooth, very quiet, and you're gonna get really close to that, low 5 liters per 100 fuel economy. Sorry for your American folks, but for the Canadian guys, 5 liters per 100 or so, while also still delivering fairly good power. But this is not one that's aimed at power. It's definitely aimed at comfort and ride. As you look up front, they've done a really good job of carrying into that hammerhead style you're seeing a lot of our vehicles. So they've got the really nice, slick, long line headlights, LED lights, with the nice grille that you're seeing on a lot of our new vehicles on our upper levels. Really speaks a lot. I feel like it's very Lexus-like. This is meant to be, the Crown, of course, is meant to be our vehicle in our lineup that they most mimic the Lexus world in the standard side. So you're gonna find a lot of things where, touch points, colors, sound dampening, some of those things are taken from Lexus, and then small things like that with the front end. You'll notice as well, you've got your lights up front with your headlights actually down below as well. They've got the parking sensors all the way around this vehicle, so that pairs really well. This vehicle also has the 360 camera, and we'll show you that a little bit deeper as we go on the vehicle, but having those around the vehicle really make parking nice. If you're not used to the larger vehicle, or if you're in parking garages or anything like that, it's really nice to have that. And then as you come down the vehicle, you'll really notice the lines that they carry along. They've done a really good job, in my opinion, of having that contrasting color. The Storm Cloud, that's what this vehicle is here, is the Storm Cloud color. It's new on a lot of our models, and I find that black and Storm Cloud contrast is really nice. You'll see kind of blue in some lights, gray in others. Shows up really well, and it's nice. It's a little bit unique. And then as you come down right away, you see those big, beautiful 20-in-1-inch alloys. Toyota's done a really good job of giving you something that you've still got a lot of rubber on there, but to have a nice big 21 looks really sharp on this vehicle, especially with the black alloys. I think it looks really sharp. And then I like to stop right here at the mirrors as well. First of all, I think the color, having the black mirrors with the color, again, looks really well with that contrast, but a lot of the tech underneath is really important on this car. So like I said, you do have the 360 camera all the way around on this vehicle. Of course, you've got blind spot monitoring, but a really nice other touch you also have is these are auto tilting when you reverse. They also have the puddle lights that light up the ground, so that's really nice as well. And then they're also on your seat memory, and they'll auto fold when you lock and unlock the vehicle. So kind of funny, but a lot of tech here in the mirrors that I think really elevate the vehicle. The puddle lights are one of my favorites, especially as you come to the vehicle at night, lighting up that ground or as you're getting out. It really goes a long way to make sure that one, it's clean, it's nice, but also painting that on the ground, it's just a little nice luxury feature that goes a long way to elevate the vehicle, in my opinion. So as we come down to, you'll notice a few other really nice things. The moonroof in this vehicle, so it has the full glass panoramic roof. You'll be able to see that from inside the vehicle as well. This roof does not open though. It's strictly there to bring light into the vehicle. You have the ability to change the opaqueness of it so that you can see through it better, or worse, allow less or more light in. But it's a big feature to note. It does not open, but a lot of people actually like that these days. I find most people don't actually open their sunroofs when we talk to a lot of folks. They really just like the light. So having that large glass panel up here, you'll really see that from inside the vehicle. It goes a long way. And they do give you the roof rails, so if you want to put anything on top of the vehicle, you can do that as well. We'll come around to the back of the vehicle. I'll show you back here, show you the trunk space, and then we'll get in the vehicle. Come on. So in the back of the vehicle here, the one thing you'll really notice is it's a very long, sweeping vehicle. It's not your traditional, especially if you're comparing it to the RAV or something like that. This is one that's definitely aimed a lot more at the ride style control. In my opinion, it reminds me a lot of, the early teens, 2010, 2012 type thing Venza. That original Venza that a lot of people fell in love with. It was almost like a station wagon. We're not gonna call it that. We're not gonna do that to you, but we feel like that's kind of where it's going to. And you really notice that on the back end. You've got a lot of space back here. very good cargo while also offering a lot of seating space. Just a few things to touch here on the back, just so you know as well. I personally really like, they've got the crown labeled right on the back. It's funny, you actually don't know it's a Signia here from the back. They don't tell you that at all. All they tell you is it's a crown, which I think is a cool little touch. And then as well, always nice to note on these new vehicles. So this one has the HEV, the hybrid electric vehicle. We no longer have our blue logos. They've fully moved on from that. So a lot of people always comment on that, where'd the blue logo go? You now get the symbol there as well. So I'll open up the trunk here. Of course, you've got a power liftgate here on this vehicle, and a couple nice touches there on the camera as it goes up. Of course, you've got the backup camera on this vehicle, but I also really like it also has the washer. So I'll show you that inside, but when you use your rear wipers, you've got the washer there on the camera. So a really nice touch. Of course, like I said, you've got the power buttons here. And then as you get in, you will always get a cargo liner here with the crown, which is really nice. Makes the whole rubber through all seasons, whether you got, kids hockey bags in here, boots, groceries, anything like that. It goes a long way to keep the back here clean. They do include the tonneau cover for you. And one thing I really personally like, I'm tall, so I can reach to lay those front seats over. Of course, not everybody's as tall as I am, so they actually give you the handles in this vehicle. So that's where it's a little different from the RAV. They kind of give you that step up and give you that option here where you don't have to reach in and if you can't reach, it gives you that option. You have one on both sides, and of course, you've got this 60-40 split. I'll touch on it a little bit more when we get in the vehicle, but they also give you the option on this vehicle where you can actually extend out that cargo space. So in most cases, when you lay those seats flat, there's that gap between the back row and that middle row. In the crown, they actually gave you the ability to lay the board over, and now you've got a nice flat all the way that's supported. So if you're putting lots of cargo in, you have the space to put that in there. So you've got all of your hooks all the way through as well. So if you want to do any strapping down or anything like that, you can. And then of course, underneath, you've still got spare tire. That's one thing they've kept true on a lot of our models, that they're trying to give you that spare. So that is underneath there. A little tricky to get to. That's something we'll definitely show you in store, or call roadside assistance, whatever works for you. But it is in there. And then I'll close up the hatch. We'll get inside and I'll show you a few options inside the vehicle. As I get in the Crown Signia here, you'll really notice I find it a very easy vehicle to get in. The height of it's very comfortable. That's one thing I've always found both the Venza and now the Crown have really focused on. Is that ability, easy in and out. The doors open up nice and wide. And then once you're in, you've got a lot of ability to get comfortable. These have full power option seats, of course, on all these models on the Crown Signia, with both the lumbar support, the 6-way adjustable, with also your height. So a lot of ability to get comfortable. Your front seats here are both heated and ventilated with your heated steering wheel as well here. So lots of good climate stuff to get comfortable right away. And then as you go through the vehicle, I'll try to touch on a few things here for you. There's a lot to offer here. This is, I touched on it slightly, this is the technology package. So inside you get a few features with that as well. So as you sit around, I'll touch right away on the steering wheel. Like I said, it is a fully heated, fully leather wrapped steering wheel. I find it's a good engagement with the screen off of your dash for your MID in front of you. Your vision points are really nice in front of you. I find it's a very easy vehicle to see out of. I don't find I've got a lot of blind spots, which is nice. Right in front of you too, of course, you've got a lot of safety stuff on this vehicle to offer. The vehicle does have Safety Sense 3.0. So with that, you've got all of your traditional stuff, adaptive cruise control, lane assist, blind spot monitoring, automatic high beams, a pre-collision system. But this vehicle goes a little further. So you've got the new driver monitor camera in this, which is gonna help you make sure that you're staying on focus. If you do happen to fall asleep or lose focus or anything like that, it'll help bring you back. I find that feature really nice for kiddos as well. If you've got somebody young that's driving, or maybe somebody a little elderly where you're worried if they're gonna be okay and you always can't be there to take an eye, keep an eye on them. It's really nice to have some peace of mind that that if something does happen, the car's there to kind of help catch them. So I really like that feature. It also ties in with some of the more advanced features you'll find on the Toyota system in terms of safety, which is that traffic jam assist, which allows your adaptive cruise control to work right down to 0, as well as your auto lane change assist. So this vehicle can also change lanes automatically. So brings a lot of cool tech into the vehicle, having that higher level safety features. And then the last thing right here on the steering wheel, you also do get the paddle shifters. So even though this isn't a sport model or anything like that, with the hybrid system, with that extra horsepower, it drives really well. You've got the ability to have a little bit of fun. You can go to that select shift mode with your paddles. Makes it a good little drive, and allows you a little bit more control. Maybe you just want to pass somebody or blow some steam off on the way home. You have the ability to do that. As you come over to your far side here, this vehicle does have the heated wiper blades as well. So that's really important for those winters. Got all of your other climate options, but to have those wipers as well is really important. It helps thaw out the blades in the winter, but then also in the summer there when you're getting streaky, that's really nice for you. This vehicle, of course, has some of those extra elevated levels. So I mentioned in the back, on your wiper blades, so you have the ability to wash your rear camera, As well, you also have the ability to wash your headlights. So if you're somebody that's out in the country a lot, or you know, if you're on those dirt roads, being able to wash off those wipers is really nice if you want to get that vision back. So you have that ability here on your left side handle. And then from there, I'll go into our screen. We've got the real nice big 12-inch screen on this vehicle with full CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. As soon as you get in the vehicle, automatically connect. I think that pairs really well as well. You've got the wireless phone charger in this model, and I really like this. Is one of the new models that I hope they implement this in more vehicles. It's a vertical wireless phone charger. So for anybody that has one that's played with them, I sometimes almost call them a bit gimmicky. I don't find they always work very well. If you're trying to set it flat on a plate, they don't always work. But this one, it's a vertical one. You drop it in. It's got the pinchers the same sort of as your cup holder, and it locks it right in there. So put your phone down, get it out of your hands. You don't have to worry about it. Everything's wireless through here. And then from there, you either talk to Google or talk to Siri, and everything's taken care of for you. So I really like that one. And then as you come down, you've got lots of connectivity through this car with lots of charging ports. You've got USBs here, as well as you've got some inside your console here as well. And then coming down, you've got tons of climate options on this vehicle. Like I said, it's got the heated steering wheel, both heated and ventilated front seats, and then all of your climate options. And even though this is a pretty luxury, you know, premium vehicle, we've still got tactile buttons for you. We're not gonna make you use a screen. We know a lot of people don't like to do that. So you have all of them here with your seat options up top and all of your normal options down below. And they've even got the heated mirrors here on your rear defrogger as well. So don't forget about that. They do have the new style shifter in this vehicle. Very easy to use in my opinion. I think it's nice. It fits well in the vehicle. A lot of the brands have gone to these funky, weird, you know, whatever. I really like this one. I think it works well. Very easy to use. They've got a little diagram there for you. And then the one thing I like is through all of that, they've just given you a nice button to go into park mode. So I think that's a really nice touch, and that's there for you as well. They've got all the different new drive modes on this vehicle as well. With that hybrid system, you have the ability to get the extra power or be more fuel efficient. You can flip that mode on the fly at any time. It's safe to do so. It'll tell you up on the MID which mode you're in. And then you can either, you know, sport mode or eco mode. I personally drive around in eco most of the time just to save that extra fuel. But if there's somebody that's in your way, or if you want to get home on a busy day, sport mode does a lot to help with that. So I really like that. Definitely suggest playing around with that a little bit. From there, I find this vehicle does a really good job on a few little things as well. So obviously we understand you guys are going to have to do cargo a little bit. So I talked a little bit about some of that earlier in the video, and we'll touch on that as well. But one thing that pairs with it really nicely is this vehicle also has the digital rear view display mirror. So you have the ability here to flick your mirror forward and back. The one direction will be your traditional mirror that you're used to. You can tilt it how you want and see out the back. But then if you flick it again, it'll flip to the camera. And with that, it's really nice to have a camera pointing at the back. So if you're full of gear, if you got hockey bags back there, suitcases, maybe on a long trip, camping, whatever it is, you still can see out your rear window. So you never lose that. I personally think that's really important for vision, and I really think that's a nice touch. Some people even get to the point they aim it right at themselves and they use that digital camera as their full-time rear view mirror. So something we can show you, and you can definitely play around with as well. You've got your garage door openers on there too, which is one little nice touch already built in for you. You don't have to add that on as well. So I really like that this also has the premium audio. So you've got the JBL audio all the way around. Really elevates with the larger screen. The music system works really well in this. I feel like it's a really big step over our traditional audio. And you've got, like I said, you've got JBL all the way around with your tweeters up front and then plenty in the back. So very nice to listen to. For there, I think that's most things up front here. We'll hop in the back seat. I'll show you a lot of the utility there for your passengers. And yeah, I'll meet you there. So coming in the back seat here, I mentioned this in the front seat as well, and I'll say it again in the back seat here, is they really focus on comfort. I'm a big guy, I'm 6'5". You've probably seen a few of our videos now. I definitely look a little goofy in a lot of vehicles, but I find this seat is set for me at 6'5". My knees aren't even touching. I get the ability to be comfortable. This seat down right now, but even still, I've got lots of room. My head's not touching. I actually can get comfortable in this vehicle. You have some change points where you can change your incline on the rear a little bit for yourself, but overall very comfortable. Both of these rear seats are heated as well. That option here is here in the door, so that's really nice as well. You've got good comfort back here. All of your charge ports are down below here, so you could, even your guests have connectivity with cup holders all the way around. You do have in the middle here, you do have the fold down console as well with your cup holders and an armrest for yourselves. So like I said, that's one. The one thing I really like as well, sorry, one more thing. I do really like just the overall floor space in this vehicle. I find like you've got a lot of space here in the hump, that just in general, especially with this seat up, it really just feels spacious. It doesn't feel like you're in a crammed car. That's one that a lot of 5-seat vehicles struggle with. You know, the RAV being more utility based doesn't offer this same open vibe that I feel in here. It's very large and open. The last thing I'll show you here too, this is the extended seat I was talking about earlier in the back. So what you can do is you can fold that over and then that extends out your cargo all the way to these front seats here. You can even pull that back and kind of bump right up against it. And it's nice. This can actually hold a little bit of weight. They've got a weight rating on there, so you're not going to overload it. But it's nice. It allows that to stand out. So if you have something a little longer, and you'll even notice here, question we get asked commonly with that, they even have the ability, you can pull these out, little inserts, and still use the tethering so it doesn't affect your child's seats at all. And then from there, you can still fold them up, and you've got your beautiful saddle tan leather here. Same perforation that's in the front with your armrest. And then the other nice touch I like as well is your middle belt. You get a full actual lap belt with that anchored seat belt here. You can put it away if you'd like to, but I really like that for your fifth passenger here. You do actually get a full lap belt as well. So we'll hop out of the vehicle here and I'll show you the front. See you there. Okay guys, if you are somebody who drove a Venza for quite a few years, if you're looking for something a little bit more comfortable and you're looking to take that next step, that maybe you don't need the utility, the RAV, but you're finally ready to lay back a little bit, be comfortable, get a beautiful saddle tan interior, nice and quiet with a wonderful hybrid system, come on down, check out the Crown Signia. Again, my name is Nicholas Morrison here at Forbes Waterloo Toyota. If you have any questions, drop a comment down below. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.